Hello everyone, how to make more money with options, or how to start making money at all. Now I will show you my favorite trading strategy, and after what you see, I promise you will understand how to make money, and if you already know how, you will understand how to do it twice as much. Well, to start, I remind you that to join my educational channel on Telegram, write I want in the VK blog message to the team. So, this is the tool we need, let's connect it. And after that such lines are overlaid on the candles. Everything seems much more complicated, but in fact, you will see everything now. I explain how to make trades using this strategy. At the very beginning, we find an asset where there will be a strong trend, meaning the moving averages will clearly move in one direction or another, in our case, a downward trend. Without such intersections and curls, after finding an asset with such movement, we wait for it to approach one of the moving averages. Then at the beginning of a new candle, we enter in the direction of the trend. If the trade ends up in the negative, we place a recovery trade in the new direction, meaning we go for an upward trade. If the trend changes direction again, we place another recovery trade, also in the new direction. In other words, the whole point is that we first follow the trend, and then in case of a loss we follow the price. And if everything is done according to these conditions, then there are almost never more than 2 recovery trades. Here, for example, you can see that the moving averages have started to cross, indicating a change in trend. We completely exclude such situations. Now I will show you how to make trades. Here is a suitable asset. The moving averages are clearly trending down. The price has already approached the moving averages, so we just need to wait for the candle to close and then enter a new position in the downward trend. The trade successfully goes into profit. This candle approached the lines, then I waited for its completion and entered for a decline. Let's move on. Here, the price is gradually going down, sitting at the middle line, but since the moving averages are pointing upwards, the initial trade will be placed for an increase. I am entering the trade. The base went into the negative, but the recovery strategy turned a profit, thus offsetting the losses. Here, it was necessary to use recovery strategies, so I will explain in detail. The moving averages were clearly trending upwards, so I entered an initial trade for an increase. The price ultimately went down, I waited for it to finish, and at the beginning of the new one, I entered following it already for a decline. I think there is also a suitable asset. I will add it to the menu and wait for the candle to close. In general, to help you understand, the stronger the price pulls back in a trend, the greater the potential for a reversal. In our case, the price has approached the last moving average, so the potential here is very strong. Plus, there is a signal, I'm going in for a downward trade. The trade confidently goes into profit. As I mentioned earlier, the price approached the last moving average, meaning it was maximally stretched back and then shot in the direction of the trend. The upward trend has had a pullback to the moving average, dropped overall to the average, and has now risen again. In any case, there is already an entry point. We just need to wait for the last second of this candle and enter the trade at the beginning of the new one. A second before the end, and the position goes into profit. Not entirely confidently, but the main thing is that I made a profit. I stayed with the same asset as the price is still near the moving averages, meaning that the pullback has just ended. And at the moment, a bullish candle is starting to appear, indicating a resumption of the trend. In fact, I don't know if it will happen, but I act according to the conditions, so I'm going for an increase. Here, we have finally managed to show you this strategy to the fullest. Let's summarize to make it as clear as possible for everyone. We found an asset with a clear trend, which will be indicated by the moving averages. Next, we enter the main trade for an increase. If the trade is in the negative, we place a follow-up trade in the new direction, on the new candle. If there is another loss, we connect another dohod, also on a new candle, following the price. I did everything according to the conditions, so by the second dohod, I confidently brought myself into profit. As you have noticed, the strategy is very simple and accessible to everyone. No complicated actions or mathematical calculations. Just wait for the right situation to arise, and then act according to conditions that I believe are understandable even to a 10-year-old schoolboy, and you will remain in profit. By the way, it seems that this website has been designed specifically for this strategy, so take a look at how convenient the asset search is for this tactic. I entered the assets menu, clicked on each one, and immediately saw the situation. I found a suitable one and stopped. The entire search takes just a few seconds, and the likelihood that I will miss the moment or the entry point is almost zero. By the way, there are many more profitable assets on Pocket than on other sites, which means that without an entry point, you definitely won't be sitting for long. So, let's take a look at the statistics and see what I have achieved today. Besides this TS, I had other trades today. I made trades with participants in the Telegram channel. For this particular TS, there were 8 trades in total, out of which 5 were profitable. So, accordingly, all situations, regardless of the losses, were positive, meaning that we do not focus on the losing trades in this strategy. They are not indicative, and everything is based on them. Without losses, we won't understand how to act next, and I will say this: you will never come out ahead with a fixed approach. It's impossible. A money management system is always necessary, meaning that you will need to implement dohod or additional trades, but you must clearly understand when to enter them. All of this is available on my Telegram channel, where I hold joint sessions with participants. To join the Telegram group, write in the VK block, "I want to join the team." I also remind you that the link with a 50% bonus on the deposit will be in the description below the video. I'll wrap it up here. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like it and hit the bell icon so you don't miss the next episodes. Also, don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Sending hugs to everyone. Goodbye.